We are the wind in the sails of your business. We are your compass. Chart your course towards your targets. Africa Business Radio. Toward a profitable Africa.
Today's market transcends beyond ups and shops. Global Trends sets the pace for today's trader. On Africa Business Radio, we bring you Social Trader, keeping you updated around the world of online business across social media platforms on africabusinessradio.com.
Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it. Dream of it. Live on that idea. Let the brain, muscle, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea. And just leave every other idea alone. And guess what? You will surely succeed. Hello there and welcome to another interesting edition of your top-notch business show on Africa Business Radio. It is Social Trader, like you already know. Well, this is a show designed to celebrate entrepreneurs in our society as well as inspire and motivate them to do better. My name is Onoja, your regular host. And guess what this week? I've got so much for you. Why not wait after the break? We get to find out together. Don't go nowhere.
Laputa, and you're listening to Africa Business Radio. Stay tuned.
How you do anything is how you do everything. These are the words of Derek Sivers.
Exploring the African narrative, leading the conversation, and enlightening our listener towards a profitable Africa.
Bad money management. As nasty as that sounds, I'm sure nobody wants to have anything to do with that. I know. However, a good portion of entrepreneurs don't properly manage their money. Now, do not worry. There's hope if you happen to be in the circle of group. Fortunately, there are some great tried and tested strategies that you can learn how to manage your money the right way. Now, having a sound money management plan can be the light at the end of the tunnel for people trying to get their financial life in order. Hence, I'm here to take you through 4 ways out of the many ways you can manage your money as an entrepreneur. So are you ready? If you're ready, let's go. Number 1, create a budget. Create a budget. First thing first, create a budget if you haven't already. Is this necessary? Is that what you're asking me now? Well, that's like asking if windshield wipers are necessary in the rain. Trust me, you need one. Now, creating and sticking to a budget might seem a little tough to achieve at first, but it pays off in the end. No pun intended. Budgeting helps us, you and I, with clarity and full transparency of our financial situation, and this is of most importance for better managing of money. Number 2, understand your expenses. Understand your expenses. Ask anyone off the top of their head to tell you how much they spend a month on every day, and they might not be able to do so. This isn't rare. It is not rare at all, as many people actually do not know the total amount of expenses they generate on any given month. This is a problem, but there's an easy solution to it. Now listen, for 1 month, keep track of all your expenses. Easy peasy. Take all your receipts, groceries, restaurant bills, utility bills, etc. and look at your bank statements and add up all your expenses. Remember to keep track of expenses paid by cash as well as credit cards. The idea now is to have all your expenses, both variable and fixed, accounted for to get a total amount. This will allow you to see the whole picture and know how to manage your expenses going forward. You will also want to compare your historical performance over time. Number 3, understand your income. Understand your income. Ask anyone off the top of their head again to tell you how much they make a month. Although they probably know, but they wouldn't tell you. Internally, they know. Yes, they know. This is the difference between income and expenses. Most people know their full monthly income, but have less knowledge of their full monthly expenses. Nonetheless, the point is to figure out your total expenses and subtract that from your total income for the month in question. Number 4, consolidate your debt. Consolidate your debt. Debt, the dreaded word, right? No one likes debt. I don't, you don't. And most people that need help managing money actually need help getting out of debt. Sound familiar? I know. If you are like the majority of the business people, then you most likely have debt. The first thing to do is to get under control and work on getting rid of it. If you have credit cards, debts, student loans, and other debts, look to consolidate them and try to get the lowest interest rate possible. Again, it's all about taking the proper steps to control your money. There are options out there that allow you to combine several unsecured debts such as credit cards, personal loans, and payday loans into one bill rather than pay them individually. And that's it on today's trends for this week. Moving on is where we get to meet our guests on the Guest Corner. We'll just sit back, relax, because after the break, we shall meet the guests.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available as podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Today's market transcends beyond ups and shops. Global Trends sets the pace for today's trader. On Africa Business Radio, we bring you Social Trader, keeping you updated around the world of online business across social media platforms on africabusinessradio.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls listening to us right now, I'd like to say a very big thank you that you stay tuned to this moment. I mean, you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here with us. Well, thank you. And I'm about to give you some special gift on our guest segment this week. Remember, this is the Social Trader Show, and this particularly right here is our guest segment. That means I have another special social trader for the day. Now, if you are an entrepreneur and you're listening to me right now, you've done the best deal for yourself, because I have gotten one of the biggest guns alive in the studio that will be talking to us about entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, meet Uriel Ngozi Oputa. She was born in England. She is a Nigerian actress, music artist, and a reality TV star. Now, having moved to Nigeria after her university education, she is currently into businesses. I mean, I said businesses because it's like from one to another. She's currently the CEO, Uriel London Weeks, and UU loves food. If you are ready, please with a round of applause, meet Uriel.
Wow.
Hi, Uriel.
Wow, hi. That was such an amazing introduction.
I mean, you deserve even more. What you're saying.
Thank you, but I'm not an actress. I would like to look at myself as a content creator. Yes.
Well, at some point, we all thought you began doing movies, and I was going to ask you, we don't see more of you anymore. What happened?
I don't do movies. I've never done movies.
You've never done movies?
I've never, ever done movies. I think I was in one. It was like a Wakapa.
I know, like at some point we heard all over the place you were into movie.
No, but I'm more into content creating. Like I do a lot of influencing for like different brands. I've worked with a lot of brands, and I obviously run my own businesses. So yeah.
So tell us a bit more about Urel London Wigs and UU Foods.
Okay. So, hello everybody. I hope you're doing well. And my name is Urel, and I like to look at myself as a serial entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So I have two businesses, Urel London Wigs and UU Lost Food. Urel London Wigs was found 2012 actually. Okay. So it's been quite a long road, and I do luxury wigs, So if you look on my page, Urel London Wigs, you will see that my wigs are very different. They're very unique. They're luxurious. They're full. They're vibrant. I believe in giving the woman or your client what they actually want, and I believe in standing out, and I believe in being unique in everything you do, and that is what Urel London Wig stands for. It stands for its own uniqueness, and that's what I strive on, and that's what my brand stands on. And moving on, I've always been a foodie. I grew up in a household.
Exactly. I see a lot of that.
I cook a lot.
Okay.
I love to cook. I grew up in a household with 4 boys, so it is a normal thing for me to prepare food and to prepare food in large quantities. And so food has always been in my life and will always be in my life, and that's why I decided to start up UU Lost Food. UU Lost Food started off with me actually cooking food and delivering food to my clients. I would make in a day, I would make up to 60 to 70 plates.
Wow.
And it got too much because I was cooking from home, and it was really, people were demanding for my food. But then I thought
and you were personally cooking those foods?
I was personally cooking. I had 2 assistants, but I was the one cooking. They would, It's
not like you're just there giving recipes.
No, they would cut the onions and, wash the meat and everything. But I stood in front of the cooker and I cooked. I would start cooking from 4 a.m. and I would finish at 9 a.m. and then I would dispatch by 10.
Really? I mean, it was such a... I was going to say something, but let me just calm down.
Okay.
But if someone like you would wake up by 4 a.m. to do a business, I mean, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? This definitely should be some kind of inspiration and motivation for someone listening. I mean, you are huge. You were huge, and you decided that, I love to cook and I want to turn that into a money-making adventure.
Yeah.
And you decided to put all your energy and passion into it, and it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So now tell me, talking about wigs, the wigs business in Nigeria in this space somehow is relatively green. So we have a lot of people doing it.
Yeah.
And we could see that there are lots of brands with amazing wigs already.
Yeah.
So this is me just curious right now. I'd like to know what motivated you to go into that stream at the moment.
Okay, so what motivated me in regards to my wig company, Urel London Wigs, would have to be my background is actually I am actually a nurse.
Okay.
And I worked in, I met a few cancer patients, okay? And, your hair is your crown.
Exactly. As a woman.
As a woman, your hair is your crown. And sometimes it boosts you up. It gives you confidence, And I looked at some of these patients who've lost their hair through, chemotherapy.
Exactly.
And there are other, women that have lost their hair through what God knows what, and I look at them and they're forced to wear wigs that, synthetic wigs or human hair wigs, which just looks hideous. It doesn't resemble their natural hair in any shape or form. It just looks like they're blatantly wearing a wig. And even with the wig on, they don't have any confidence.
Exactly.
And for me, I looked at that and I said, you know what? If I'm going to go into this hair business, I would want to create wigs that are so realistic and so full and so vavavoom and so vavavoom and so luxurious that, once you put it on and you've lost all your hair and everything and you put it on, you feel, wow, it's like a coat of confidence.
Exactly.
From the color to the texture to the smell. I'm talking about the conditioners I use,
Exactly.
the way you tongue the hair, everything is done. Urel London Wigs, it's done with love. It's created with love. And when you get my wigs, you will see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's a lady listening right now and she's like, okay, this is a kind of like, let's say a big brand kind of marketplace.
Yeah.
How affordable are you? Are you actually someone any girl could actually approach to buy stuff from, or is this just something specially made for celebrities, fellow celebrities like you?
Okay, so we are talking about entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship means you have to work. You know, you have to work to get what you want, and you have to work to get what you need. Okay, so I am working to get what I want, and saying that I also myself have a target audience. You know, I do luxury hair, and I source from I don't source my hair from China. I source my hair from Vietnam, which is far more expensive. Okay, because you have to have good quality hair. But I would say I am in the middle. I'm not like, oh my God, outrageously expensive. I'm in between, because you know you have to pay for quality, and that's just the way, you know, things are. You have to pay for quality, and that's just it. But that being said, I have students buying my hair, I have mothers buying my hair, I have grandmothers buying my hair, I have CEOs, I have chefs buying my hair. So I think I am affordable, if affordable.
Okay, she's affordable.
Yeah.
Do not fear. Just approach her, check her out on
and
Instagram.
I have sales. So
Exactly. So you've been in this business for a while now. I'd like to know one of the most awkward moments you've encountered during this business. What's that thing you had to deal with, and you look backward and you're like, how did I help? Like, how the hell did I even get past that?
Okay, so I think with the hair, I haven't really had any negative feedback with my hair. But let's talk about food, because you loves food. I touched on that a little bit, and I'm actually not going to be cooking and delivering to people. There's something I'm about to launch in a few days' time.
Cool.
And I'm going to be, because I've lost quite a lot of weight and I hate working out. So I'm going to be creating recipes, and creating meal plans. So monthly meal plans for you to change your lifestyle, change the way you look, improve your skin, improve your body, and lastly, you know, improve your overall health. That is what You Lost Food is all about, okay? Because we look at, when we cook our Nigerian dishes, we cook with a lot of oil, we cook with a lot of salt, and we don't need all of that. And high blood pressure, stroke, heart diseases, so many different things are on the increase. People, I'm sure you listen to the news and you hear stories of people just slumming and dying.
Exactly.
And we don't check ourselves. And that's why I decided to create You Loves Food, and actually feed you with the information you need in order for you to live a healthy life.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying diet. So back to your question, I would say for me, the most awkward moment I've had, since starting my business would be one day I was really tired and I had my assistant with me, and I was like, you know what? I was really, really tired. Can you just do the coconut rice? You've seen me do the coconut rice plenty of times.
Okay.
Yes, you've seen me do the coconut rice plenty of times. Biko, just do it for me. So she cooked the coconut rice, and I had this very, very special guy, client, CEO, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
And she cooked the jollof rice and she delivered. Can you believe? The guy was like, I'm sorry, this is not the food my staff has been telling me that
was his first time.
First time.
No way.
No, this, that. Oh my goodness. The guy was not happy. So the next day I personally cooked the coconut rice, added in some more, some peppered goat meat with all the rishi. I, sent him a chilled drink,
to compensate,
it was packaged well.
I know, I understand.
He's still my cousin. Please don't stop cooking. He'd be sending me.
I do get. I mean, it was awkward, but at some point you corrected yourself, and you set a standard still. Yes. Okay, so before I let you go, I have a question. Because of time, I have a lot. Of course, I always have big questions for you. Lots of questions, but still. I remember the first time I met you was on a music platform. I met you on a reality show. I remember so well. What happened? So I thought if you ask me now for your level as a person now and what you've acquired for yourself and the platform you already have, exploited, I thought by now I should see a lot of music, because last I checked, you're such an amazing singer.
Yeah.
So what happened to music?
So a lot of things have happened to me since the whole music incident. I think it was
Nigerian Idol.
Nigerian Idol, yeah.
Oh, just in case you don't know, we worked together on the Nigerian Idol.
Yeah, we were.
Final stage.
And then I got into Nigerian Idol, but I was disqualified.
Yeah, I'm like,
because
where is URL?
My uncle Charlie Boy
was actually the chief judge.
Was the chief judge, so it would have been somehow for me to be on the show. So they had to disqualify me, which was horrible.
We were happy because we felt at some point, okay, once she comes on the show, Charlie Boy is there. Of course, even if she doesn't do well, she goes
favoritism. Yes, So they told me they had to let me go, and it was terrible. But anyways, since the whole music thing, I've been trying, and it's very difficult. Music's expensive to sustain in Nigeria.
You can't afford. What are you saying?
You shoot your videos.
Stop being modest.
My brother,
right now. You can't afford it. You've got the connection. You've got the money.
No, it's not about. I don't. I'm looking for money.
You've got the money.
Are you going to give me money?
Accept it or not?
Are you
we
going
all
to give
know.
me money?
So you can afford it.
What do you mean? We all know. I'm not a billionaire here, because I'm not $10.
Well, there are people who are not up to who you are, but they got a lot of money. They don't necessarily have.
I don't have lots of money, because let me point of correction. Okay. I have responsibilities. I have a mother who I've been looking after. Okay, for more than 8 years now. Okay, so I've been looking after my mom since 2012. She's been sick since 2012, right?
Well,
so what has happened? Reality happened.
Life happens in the end. So
I had to weigh out my options. Okay, now music is my passion, but what is the ending goal?
Oh God!
And the ending goal is ego.
Ego.
We want to make money.
Dib.
So I'm good at so many different things. Now, how can I make money, okay, through my handwork, which is wigs and food? Music, okay, it's good to do music. And I mean, I'm still doing music. I release music every Christmas. Whenever I feel like releasing music, I release music.
That's
because I can sing. I love it. I could next week say, you know what, I'm having a live concert and it's just acoustic and I'm going to be singing. People will come.
What are you saying?
Do you know what I'm saying? But right now, music, you have to pay for videos. Videos are not cheap.
Promoting,
you have to pay promoting.
It's crazy.
You have to pay for studio time. Come on.
It's actually a whole lot of work.
My brother in Christ. No.
Uriel, thank you so much for having this moment with us. And it won't be complete if I let you go without saying something to encourage someone out there. As in, for someone who knows Uriel like I do, it would be wicked that I let her go without saying something to someone. Now you're going to quickly say a few words to encourage someone listening, especially entrepreneurs, because this show is actually designed to help entrepreneurs grow and to also inspire them. And having people like you is such an honor. And then there's no how you won't do that right here. So you're going to just speak to someone, tell them how they cannot afford to give up and how they can actually, a lot of them are, of course, are looking up to you. So you want to say something to them?
I'm just going to keep it short, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Never, ever underestimate yourself, okay? Because you are great and you will be great. And another thing we do that is wrong is we base whatever we're going through, okay, our business, our family, on other people's, how do I put it? We base what we go through and with other people's experiences. You shouldn't do that. You are yourself, exactly. And just take it a day at a time. Take it a day at a time. And life is not easy. Exactly. We all know that. Do not give up. Do not give up. Keep pushing, keep going. And I can't tell you that because for example, with this whole Big Brother thing, I auditioned 4 times.
Oh.
I kept coming back. They said no. I got to the finals. They didn't take me. I came back again. I got to the finals. Went to South Africa. They said no. I came back again. But I never gave up. Because I had a vision, I had a dream. And don't let people tell you, oh, you shouldn't do this, do like that. Don't let everybody add their salt and pepper. You have an idea, stick with that idea, close your mouth and run with that idea. Because sometimes people will discourage you and you turn your back and you see they're doing what they say you should not do. So that's right it, now, man. So yeah, just keep going. You are great. You are great and you will be great. Okay, and it's only a matter of time. Never ever give up. Okay, and you will be great. I keep saying that you will be great. You are great. Let that sink in.
Oh God.
Okay.
Amen. This just switched. It just switched, guys. It just switched. But what more can you get when you have such a big and yet very humble personality in the building? That's what you get. She pours out everything. She just emptied herself now. Uriel, thank you so much. It's been a fantastic journey with you here on this segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. On this week's segment, I want to believe so much that you are really inspired, especially with that sign out. if I were you, I would solidly believe in myself more than I ever did, more than I've ever done. So that will be it. I'd advise you stick around because after this break, we shall be checking out our top 3 tips on how to be successful as an entrepreneur. Do not go nowhere.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available as podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Okay, welcome back. And that was Uriel Oputa right there on the guest corner. She literally got me emotional. Is that emotional segment? I don't know. But that was a straight and sweet message to everyone listening on the show. Moving on is our top 3 tips. And without further ado, I'ma just go straight into it. Success is every entrepreneur's dream. To get there, effort should be done on oneself and on one's people. There's no magical key, but experience has shown that the entrepreneur should work both on the intellectual and organizational levels of the business. In fact, the two go together. Successful entrepreneurs are those who overcome both objective and subjective hurdles. Here I bring to you my top 3 tips on how to conquer and succeed in the world that is changing so rapidly. Number 1, success is in the mind. Success is in the mind. It is an attitude, a disposition. If you set your mind on earning $1 million, you will most probably earn it. If once you earn it, you start being afraid of losing it. You will most certainly lose it. Adopt a success-driven attitude even when you reach your goals. Set up higher goals and challenge yourself. Number 2 tip, look for the silver linings. Remember, I'm giving you top 3 tips on how to succeed as an entrepreneur, especially the ones doing business online. And number 2 says, look for the silver linings. Problems don't exist. What we call problems are only opportunities that are hidden behind obstacles and hurdles. Remove this to get to the gold mine. Success does not happen overnight. It is the outcome of a lifetime of hard work. What is important is to think things through and adjust your attitudes and approaches in relation to the changes that take place in your environment. Success is the culmination of a long journey, both internal and inside the business. To succeed is to change oneself. And when you change, you also change those surrounding you. Good luck. Finally, number 3 tip is lead instead of playing the boss. Lead instead of playing the boss. Be a mentor, a model. You are the person with the idea and the vision. You know where you want to go. Your collaborators should trust you and do their best to follow your trace. Your footprints. Leadership is the most effective power. Use it to motivate and achieve. Well, sadly, this is the part of the show where we get to pack our bags and baggage out of the studio, as time will not permit me stay longer than this. Now, moving on is to check our take home for today. And it is, to win without risk is to triumph without glory. Remember to keep the conversation going across all our social media platforms, as it doesn't end here. On Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at africabusinessradio.com, Twitter at africabusinessradio.com, and remember, you can also stream live on our website www.africabusinessradio.com, and you can as well download our app from your Google Play Store and Apple Store. All you need to do is to search the Africa Business Radio and we'll pop up. It's red and beautiful. ABR is the app, and click on the download button. There you have it. Don't worry, you can thank me later. Until next week, I remain your humble host, Onoja, and I'm wishing you all the best this time around.
We are the wind. and in the sales of your business. We are your compass. Chart your course towards your targets. Africa Business Radio. Toward a profitable Africa.